Hi students, this is Mahima Gupta and I am here for the second chapter of class 3rd named MS Windows 7 Operating System. So today I think we had completed our first chapter, na? Yes. So now it is the time for our second chapter. So let's begin with the slides. The very first definition is what is operating system. I think we had already discussed about it in the previous class. But let's once again we are going to discuss it, okay? An operating system is a program that helps us to communicate with the computer. As I had already discussed that there is a difference between the language of human and the computer. That's why there is a need of a mediator between these two parties. So that mediator is operating system because we are not able, computer and human are not able to understand each other language. That's why operating system help in coordinating between these two parties. Okay, in this way we can work with the computer easily. So an operating system is a program that help us to communicate with the computer. Understood? The most commonly used operating system are now the most commonly used operating system are as follows. Microsoft Windows, which is created by Microsoft Corporation, okay, of USA. Unix, it is also a type of operating system. Linux, okay. Next one is Mac operating system. OS is for operating system, which is created by Apple company for their particular devices. Now, MS Windows. What are the various features of MS Windows? Because it is the main operating system which is discussed in our syllabus. So now we are going to discuss about the various features of MS Windows. It is made by a company named Microsoft Corporation, which is located in USA. Okay. Now next point, when we switch on the computer, the operating system gets loaded into the computer memory. This process is called booting. Okay. When we start a computer, a particular software that is already stored, okay, in the computer is gets loaded into the computer's memory. This particular process of loading of that software is called as booting. Okay, this is the very first process of a computer when the computer is started. So now the next feature is it is very easy to use. Yes, the MS Window is very easy and reliable also because it is very simple. So the beginner can easily communicate with the computer. Okay. Now the next one, it has icons which help to do different things quickly. Yes, the working of a computer is very fast. So MS Window help to coordinate the computer in a few seconds, within few seconds. So it is very easy also and very fast also. Now, for example, you see, I think our mobile phone, है ना? They update time to time. So, in the same way, MS Windows also update. It also have many of the version. For example, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, and the latest one is Windows 10. Okay, so these are the various version of MS Windows. Now, the special feature of Windows 7, which is in our syllabus. Okay, the first is Windows 7 is more user friendly. It is more simpler, okay? It is more simple for the beginners. It is based on GUI. It is based on GUI. The full form is graphical user interface. So what is the meaning of this? Actually, GUI means the Windows 7 is based on graphical, okay? Is based on graphics. That's why it is not compulsory for us to remember the commands. So we can easily communicate with the computer without remembering, without learning the commands. We can easily communicate with the help of icons and with the help of graphics. Now the next one, a computer screen appear on the monitor when the computer is ready to work. So whenever we start a computer, okay, a image is appeared on the background of the computer. That image, that picture which is in the background is called as desktop. Okay, we will discuss about it. I will show it also. So here we are going to discuss about the desktop. Now where it is? This one, okay, this one. This is the desktop we can say. So this image, this particular image which is seen in the background is called as desktop, okay. So now we are going to understand the various part of our desktop. This particular area, this image is called as desktop wallpaper. Understood? Now these symbols, these various symbols are called as icons. Okay, these are called as icons. Now next one, this black color panel in the bottom. Okay, this panel is called as taskbar. Understood? This particular black color strip is called as taskbar. This is called a system tray. Now this button. This button is called as start button. Okay, it is used for starting our computer for searching various applications. So this button is a start button. This is our desktop wallpaper. These are various icons. This is taskbar, and this is our system tray, which contains many of the gadgets. We will briefly discuss about them further. Okay, now we are going with this tray. Okay, we will discuss about its features. So the very first thing is start button. What is the use of start button? This button is used to open any program, game or software on the computer. For example, I'm clicking here, okay. You can see a list, okay. If you're working with a computer, you will see another option here named all program. With the help of that option, all program, you can open the applications. Because this is Windows 10, that option is not here, and also this is a laptop, not a PC, not a computer. That why that option is not here. But don't worry, when you will work with a computer, I will show you there. Okay. So in this way, you have to click on start button and the list will be open. Now next one is system tray. This, okay. System tray is a collection of icons of some system program. It is a collection of some icons, okay. It is present at the bottom right corner of the taskbar. Bottom right corner of the taskbar. It is here, okay. This contains some applications which are recently in use, जिन्हें हम बार बार use करते हैं, okay. Those particular icons are available here. Now next one is date and time. Date and time is also shown in this taskbar. Here it is represented here, okay. This is the date and time of that particular day. Now next one, various icons. These are the various icons, okay. These are small objects present on the desktop, okay. They represent different program. Just like this is UC Mini, Chrome, VLC, Recycle Bin. These are the various icons. Now what is background? This image, this is called as the background. This is the image seen behind the icons. We can change the background also. We can change the background also from here, personalize it. Now let's go with the next one. These are desktop icon, various desktop icons. So we will study about them. The very first thing is computer. For example, this one, okay. Yes, if you will work with computer, you will see there will be my computer because it's a laptop. So the name is this PC. So don't go with it, okay. My computer will be there in your computer. So the computer icon can be used to explore all the files and folders on the computer. With the help of this icon, you can explore all the files and the folder of that particular computer. If you will double click it, then those files can be explored. So I'm taking it back, okay. Now the next one is that is Internet Explorer. This one, okay. You're able to see this now? This E, yes, this is our Internet Explorer. So what are the uses of this particular icon? Internet Explorer is a program that helps us to work on the internet. If you want to work with the internet, if you want to send some messages to someone else, if you want to receive some messages, then we have to use it, okay. With the help of this, you can work with the internet. Now the next icon is Recycle Bin. This Recycle Bin is used in the same way just like dustbin, okay. With the help of this, you can store the deleted file. The file which are deleted from the computer get stored in this recycle bin. You can also restore them if you need them in future, okay. So this is like a dustbin, okay. Now the next one is folder. These are the various folder. See, these are the various folder. What are the uses of this folder? These folder contain various file, okay. These are created for differentiating various file. If you want to differentiate files on the basis of any of your information, you can differentiate them. So these various folder contains various files, okay. Now the next one, sorting icons. Sorting icons. What is the meaning of this? Sorting the icons means arranging the icon on the desktop. It is a process. There are so many steps for that particular task. So I will show how to sort the icons. The meaning is arranging the icons on the desktop means arranging these symbols on the desktop. So the very first step is right click on any blank area. This is the blank area of the desktop. So right click. I'm clicking. Okay. This is right click. Now we have to do what? Click the choice given in the menu to arrange the icon in that order. Okay. So you have to click on sort by. Okay. After that you have to click on sort by. This is the second step. From here, four option will appear: name, size, item type, and date modified. by selecting these four options, you can arrange these icons. If I'm selecting name, then these icons will be arranged on the basis of their name. Okay. Now, if I want to short them on the basis of the size, then I can do that also. With the help of that option, I can short them on the basis of their size. So this is the procedure. Now, hiding desktop icon. This is our next topic. So what is the meaning of this? If you want to hide all the icons, then you can do that also. The procedure is, step first, right click on any blank area of the desktop. Okay, right click. Then click on view option. This is the view option. Click on that. Then a pop-up menu will appear. This is called as the pop-up menu. Okay, a pop-up menu will appear. Then click on show desktop icon. In this way, all the icons will be hidden from the desktop. Okay, all the icons will be hidden from the desktop. If you want to bring them back, then you have to follow the same procedure. Okay, right click, then go to view, then click again show desktop icon. In this way, you can get them back. So this is the procedure for that work also. We are going to understand about application window. Now, what is a application window? Every software programs open in a new window. Whenever we start an application, a window will appear. It is called as application window. The content of every application window are different, but most of them have some basic part. Actually, every window has a different feature, but the basic structure is same. So I am going to teach you the basic structure with the help of the window of Notepad. So I will start in this way. Okay, this is the application window of Notepad. So here we study about it part. This white strip at the top, this is called as title bar. Why? Because it contains the title of your file which you are creating. So this strip, the top strip, is called as title bar. Now the next one, menu bar. This strip, okay, file, edit, format, view, help. This is called as menu bar because it contains the menu of your file. Now the next part is this button, minimize window. This is called as minimize window. With the help of this, you can minimize your program in this way. Okay, with the help of this, you can minimize it. Now next button is restore button. With the help of this button, you can restore your window. Means you can decrease the size of a window in this way, just like this. Okay, so now it is smaller in size. Now this button will change into maximize window, maximize button. Okay, with the help of this button, you can again change the size of your window. So in this way. Okay, this is restore button. Now this button is close button. With the help of this button, you can close the window. With the help of this button, you can close the window. Now this white area, this white color area is called as work area, where you are going to type your messages, type your text, etc. So this is the work area where you are going to work. Okay. Now this bar, this particular bar is called as scroll bar, vertical scroll bar. With the help of this, you can scroll the window. You can scroll the window. There are two bars present on the window. One is here, which is called as vertical scroll bar, and another one is here, which is called as horizontal scroll bar. Okay, and this part is called as status bar. Okay, which contain the status of your file. Means how many characters are typed, you are on which line. Okay, these things are printed here. Now our next topic is gadgets. What are the various gadgets? So I am closing it with the help of close button. These are called as the gadgets. Okay, with the help of this, these are some example of gadgets. It contain some of the basic information which are required for you, which are in need. So that those gadgets are shown here in the system tree. Understood? Now we are going to understand about Windows accessory. What is Windows accessory? Windows accessory contains mini software like calculator, MS Paint, Notepad, etc. All software are included within the window. So I am going to start a Windows accessory. So what you have to do? Firstly, you have to click on Start button. Then All Program, which will be displayed here. Okay, All Program. Then you have to scroll the vertical bar. Then option will appear, Windows accessory. Click on that. Now you can see character map, Internet Explorer, Math input panel, Notepad, Paint, Paint 3D, Quick Access, etc. These are the various icons which can be opened with the help of this Windows accessory. Understood? So in this way, a window will work. So this is the chapter, and now it is completed. So I hope you enjoyed it. Now